you want to. Everything will be alright if we just keep dancing like we're.
Hey everyone, welcome to our lesson about graphing quadratics. In today's lesson, we will review how to find the axis of symmetry, the vertex, the y-intercept, and the zeros, and then we'll put it all together to graph our parabola. So let's get started. The first question asks us to graph the quadratic x squared minus 2x minus 8. The first step here is to identify my a, my b, and my c. My a value I know is the coefficient of x squared, and that's 1. My b value here is negative 2, and my c value is negative 8. From there, I need to find the axis of symmetry. Remember that our axis of symmetry formula is x equals negative b over 2a. Plugging in the appropriate values, I get negative b, and since our b value is negative 2, I plug in positive 2 over 2 times 1. Simplifying, this gives me 2 over 2, so my axis of symmetry is x equals 1. Now, I'll use that axis of symmetry to find my vertex. I take this value and I plug it in to both of the x values in my quadratic. So my vertex should look like this. Y equals 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 8. When I simplify, I get 1 minus 2 minus 8, and that gives me negative 9. So my vertex should now be 1, negative 9. The y-intercept here, remember, is my c value, negative 8. So, as an ordered pair, that's 0, negative 8. The last step here is to find my zeros, and to do that, I'll factor. Alright, I'm looking for factors of 8 that add to be 2. Notice I'm looking for factors of negative 8 adding to be negative 2. So that could be, for example, 4 and 2, negative 4, and positive 2. If I multiply negative 4 times 2, I'll get negative 8. And if I add negative 4 plus 2, I'll get negative 2. These are my factors. My zeros now are x equals 4 and x equals negative 2. Those ordered pairs are 4, 0 and negative 2, 0. Now, let's put this all together. I first want to plot my vertex. I go over 1, down negative 9. Now, I can plot my y-intercept, 0, negative 8. Followed by my zeros. I go over 4, up 0, and over negative 2, up 0. Last thing I can do is I can reflect the y-intercept over the axis of symmetry. Since I was one space away, I'll move one space away on the other side. Now, I can go ahead and connect my points to construct my parabola. There's one side, there's the other. By putting all the pieces together, I have now made one good-looking parabola. Alright, now it's your turn. I want you to, on graph paper, attempt problem number 2. I want you to graph the quadratic x squared plus 6x plus 5. When you're all finished, please check your answer. Alright, you should have found that your axis of symmetry was negative 6 over 2, which equals negative 3. To find the vertex, I took my negative 3 and plugged it in to find my y value. When I simplify, I get 9 minus 18 plus 5. 9 minus 18 is negative 9, plus 5 gives me negative 4. So my vertex is the point negative 3, negative 4. My y-intercept here is my c value, so that's the point 0, 5. And my zeros, when I factor, my factors become x plus 5 and x plus 1. So that means my zeros are x equals negative 5 and x equals negative 1, giving me ordered pairs rather, of negative 5, 0, and negative 1, 0. All right, let's put it all together. Plotting my vertex at negative 3, 1, 2, 3, down 4. Now I can draw in my axis of symmetry. I can now plot my zeros at negative 5, 0, and negative 1, 0. I can put my y-intercept here at 0, 5. And lastly, I'll reflect my y-intercept over the axis of symmetry. I'm 3 spaces away, 1, 2, 3, so I move 3 spaces away on the other side, 1, 2, 3. Last step here is to connect my points to make a wonderful looking parabola. There you have it, folks. It's as easy as that. If you have questions, rewatch the video or come to class prepared and ready to talk about graphing quadratics. Thanks for watching.